This lens from Sigma has made me completely forget about full frame. What's going on, guys? My name is Zak Kincaid. I'm a filmmaker and video production company owner here in New York City, and I use full frame cameras to build my entire career until recently switching to Fujifilm. And this 17-40 f1.8 from Sigma has completely eliminated any worries I had about switching to Super 35, and there's three main reasons. Number one, because this is a 1.8 zoom lens, the depth of field throughout the entire zoom range is absolutely amazing. In fact, to me, it's very reminiscent of full frame, especially on the tighter end when you add in compression, but you do still get that Super 35 look to it. It's closer to an f2.8 on full frame, but there is just something about that Super 35 look, especially on these Fujifilm cameras, that I am just in love with. But overall, when it comes to depth of field and my worries about switching to Super 35 from full frame, this lens completely eliminates that issue. Number two is, while it gives you a similar look as a full frame, you still get the benefit of a crop sensor lens size. This lens, when compared to other crop sensor lenses, is on the larger side, but when you compare it to a similar full frame lens, it is monumentally smaller and lighter. And the fact that it's an f1.8 with a completely internal zoom means that it's potentially one of the best lenses to use while working with a gimbal. I'd say the closest comparison that I could make on the full frame side is the 28-75 f2.8 Gen 2 from Tamron, and although this has a slightly smaller zoom range, it is f1.8 and it's still a bit smaller. And the third thing I love about this lens is the price. Now, I will be the first to say I do think the price could be a little bit better, but when you factor in that they probably had to adjust pricing for tariffs, specifically in the US, I still think you're getting an insane value with this lens. As you can see right here, it is a Sigma art lens, which means it's gonna have that amazing build quality, and you can really feel that in the dampening of the zoom. I will admit that the focus is a little bit looser than I would prefer, but it's kind of personal preference on that. You get your autofocus lock switch, two programmable buttons, and you get a lockable aperture ring that you can either have clicked, or if you want, you can have it declicked. It's also a 67mm filter size, which is extremely common. It's what most of my other lenses are, and with this being an f1.8, I'm kind of surprised they were able to keep it that small, but they did, and I really appreciate it. The current price on this is $919 in the US. Footage that comes from this lens is just absolutely beautiful, and in my opinion, it is 1000% worth that price. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. If you wanna pick up the Sigma 17-40 f1.8 for yourself, I'll have links down below. If you wanna see more about my personal switch over from full frame Sony to Fujifilm, you can click the video on screen now. As always, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and leave a comment down below if you plan on picking this lens up for yourself, or you can just tell me how stupid I am and that full frame is superior. Also, subscribe if you wanna see more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.